Hi, it's Regina Huber from Transform Your Performance. Do you have a big career goal you want to tackle, but you're afraid you may somehow not be able to achieve it because it's just too big for you, or you don't have the right connections, or you're somehow not good enough? Well, then I'm asking you, if you really knew that this goal is too big for you, why then did you choose it in the first place? And why are you even investing any thoughts or energy into it? So the first question is this really what you want? Because if you really want it, there's no reason you cannot have it. Take some time to figure this out, reflect or meditate on it or journal on it, whatever works for you, and come back to the video when you're ready. If the answer is yes to the question, is this really what I want? Then the next step to get there is to believe that you can achieve it. Believe that you can achieve. Yes, that you can have it, that you deserve it, that you're worthy of it, that you can do it. Because all these different formulations, these different phrases have to sound true to your subconscious for you to achieve it more easily. So ask yourself, do I believe I can do this? Be really honest here and dig a little deeper into your subconscious, because that's where your success or lack thereof is determined for the most part. Why? Because over 95% of our behavior is driven by our subconscious programming. And our behavior, which is driven by the subconscious, determines our outcome, together with the knowing that we deserve it, that we are worthy of it. Yes, that it's something that's within our reach. And whether we deserve it or not is also subconscious programming, at least to a large extent. You've heard it before. If you believe you can, or if you believe you can't, you're right. Several famous people have said this in different ways and with slightly different words. So if you believe that you cannot achieve your goal, that's just a belief. But right now, it's your truth. And the good news is it's a truth that you can change for yourself into a new truth that serves you better. Trust me, I've worked with clients who also thought they couldn't do it, but they still could, and they did. So let me ask you, are you competent? Are you skilled? Are you talented? Is your work valuable? Are your talents, strengths, and skills somehow relevant to this career goal you have at this time? Then you really don't have an excuse. And it's not about having all the requirements in advance for this career goal. If you knew everything that's required for that role you want or for that project you want to be on, then it wouldn't be a step up. It wouldn't be a role you will grow in. And I'm assuming you do want growth, right? And you don't want to stagnate in your own development. So your career goal or the position you're striving for should have some elements that are actually new to you, that you don't completely master yet. You have potential, and you can learn what's to be learned and grow in the process. That's what it's all about. That's what our career is about. And okay, well, it's also about getting recognized and compensated along the way, of course. And it's about having an impact, making a positive difference, leaving a legacy of sorts. So how important is this career goal to you on a scale from 0 to 10? If it's above a 7, then you have no more excuses. It's time to bust that belief that you cannot do it. Yeah, it's just a belief after all. It's a belief that limits you. Yeah, so you may want to get rid of it, release it from your system, clear it out once and forever. And today I want to share a few ways to do that. Simple ways. Just choose the one that resonates most with you. Option 1, write your limiting belief on a piece of paper. Then make a conscious decision to let it go, to release it. Then burn the paper with the belief on it, preferably without burning down your house. But if you don't want to alert the smoke detectors in your apartment, there are also other options. Option number 2 is to close your eyes and see the belief with your inner eye in front of you, whether you see it written in letters or whether you see it in some other shape. That's totally fine. Whatever you choose to see is fine. And then pack that belief into a soap bubble, and in your imagination, send the bubble out into the universe, all the way to the sun, and see it burst in the heat of the sun. Option number 3. Imagine a huge brush, and that brush is brushing your limiting belief out of your system, out of all the cells of your body. Yeah, it's completely cleansing your body from this limiting belief until it's completely gone. Or just use your own imagery for this process, whatever works best with you. You could even also use sound healing, whatever speaks to you, but these are some options very simple options that I wanted to offer to you today. And the next step now is to replace your limiting belief with a more empowering statement. You could use an affirmation that resonates with you, something like, I am capable, competent, and confident enough to achieve my goal. Or if that feels too abrupt, meaning it's too big a change for your subconscious, then start with an empowering what if question. Because it only makes sense to go as far as our mind allows us to go at this time without moving into resistance or fear. Sometimes an affirmation of the opposite of what we just released can be a bit abrupt for our subconscious, and it could sound untrue or too far from the truth to our subconscious mind, and it's too big a step. In that case, it's better to start with an empowering what if question. You could also call it a positive what if question, but in my work and in my book, Speak Up, Stand Out, and Shine, I call it an empowering what if question, because it's a question that helps us empower ourselves. Examples of empowering what if questions are, what if I could achieve this goal? What if I were competent and deserving enough? What if I could do it? What if it were actually easier than it seems or than I think right now? What if I could simply take that one step toward this goal today? These empowering what if questions, as I call them, have made a huge difference to some of my clients, as simple as they are. Because when we use a question, our mind automatically goes on a search for an answer. So by asking these questions, you are reprogramming your mind so it cannot only believe more easily that it's possible for you, but it is now also watching out for opportunities that you may not otherwise have seen. And you're changing your subconscious filters in this way. You're changing your outlook, your perspective. The career goal now becomes more probable, more attainable, more within your reach, yes, more tangible. It's turning into a real option. You're shaping your own possibilities. You're creating your own reality. You're co-creating it with those around you. But now you have a much more active part in it. You now have a more powerful part in its creation, right? This is what proactive personal and professional transformation looks like. So I hope you found this helpful, because it's your birthright to shine with your unique brilliance, or as I call it in my work, with your distinctive uniqueness, and to be recognized for it. It's your birthright to express your unique potential, to express your light, and to make the impact you're here to make through your work and through who you are, and to feel less stressed and more fulfilled as a result. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you in the next video.